Hello, FBC Salinas. This is Pastor John coming to you with another edition of the Midweek Refresher video, where I desire to provide two things: information as well as inspiration for you in the middle of your week. Hey, let's get right to it. The first is that this Thursday night, August 19th at 6 p.m., we have an Awana Meet the Teacher night. Awana is our ministry for elementary age children, and so it's here on campus at 6 p.m. this Thursday to meet the teacher. It's an ice cream social. You get to meet Lorraine, the teachers that she has around her to help this wonderful ministry. So that's this Thursday, August 19th at 6 p.m. If you have questions, contact Lorraine at fbcsalinas.com. Awana itself starts this Sunday morning at 9:15 here on campus. Again, if you have questions about that, contact Lorraine at fbcsalinas.com. Our student ministry, Journey, which is for junior high and high school students, starts a week from this Thursday, which is the 26th. Goes from 6:30 to 8 p.m. It's here on campus, and it's a wonderful ministry. It helps students through the course of adolescence, and it's a great thing. Adam Matthew leads that. You can email him at adam@fbcsalinas.com for particular details if you need them. The other thing is that we have an adult Bible study that I lead that's starting up again a week from this Wednesday, which will be the 25th. We are meeting on Wednesday. The reason why I keep emphasizing Wednesday is because it's a new night for us. So we're meeting on Wednesday from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Be looking at the books of 1st and 2nd Thessalonians. If you have questions about this, email me at john@fbcsalinas.com. We'll be doing that via Zoom. It's always a great time. Invite you to be a part of that. There are other ministries that happen throughout the school year, and they will continue happening. And if you have questions about that, reach out to us here at the church. We'd be more than happy to answer those questions. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing is this: Labor Day weekend is just around the corner. It's only a few weeks away. We're having a Labor Day picnic after worship that morning. We will be worshiping outside. Therefore, there will not be a live stream that morning. The video from the worship service will be posted online later. We invite you to bring yourself, friends, family. Bring your chairs. We're going to have a great time worshiping outside. At the end of worship, we will have a lunch together, which is a hot dog, a hamburger, bag of chips, a bottle of water, and a cookie. You can stay here on campus and eat with one another, or you can take off and go home and enjoy the meal by yourself. So that depends on whatever you'd like to do there. But again, that's Labor Day weekend, so we look forward to that. Next announcement is the elders and I met last night to talk about a variety of things. And of course, one of the things that we did talk about was what's going on with COVID. We want to encourage you, if you believe that you need to be wearing a mask, we encourage you to do that very thing, not just for yourself, but for those around you. And so please put that on, and there's no shame in wearing the mask whatsoever. We want to look out for one another. And so that was the conclusion that we reached, and we will continue to do what we can to help one another through this time of COVID. And I know this, just by mentioning the word masks, people perhaps rolled their eyes, or perhaps they said, wait, what are we doing? And there's a reaction there. One of the things that I want us to take a look at is this passage in the beginning of Mark's gospel. It's found in Mark chapter 1, starting at verse 35. What is going on in Mark's gospel is that Jesus is making an amazing impact all around. And Simon and his companions come up to him. Well, let me just read it to you. Listen to what happens here. So, verse 35 of Mark chapter 1. Very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to the solitary place where he prayed. Simon and his companions went to look for him, and when they found him, they exclaimed, "Everyone is looking for you." Notice that Simon and his companions don't come up to Jesus and say, hey, what are you praying about? How can we assist you? How can we come alongside you and help get done what needs to be done? Their question revolved around, hey, these people want you now. They want you here. They want you to take care of them now. Sounds really good, doesn't it? And oftentimes that's the way we look at it, and especially when I bring up the issue of masks or other COVID-related things, it gets this huge reaction. And yet, in the grand scheme of things, it shouldn't get a huge reaction. Jesus is about a broader picture, isn't he? He's about looking beyond just our needs. Yes, he wants to take care of us, but he also has bigger issues on his mind. Right now, country of Haiti, talk about big issues. They're recovering from another earthquake. Hundreds of lives have been lost. Thousands of people are still missing. And we get upset. We get upset with seemingly little things. If that's not enough, the country of Afghanistan is in turmoil right now. And I'm not here to point fingers or anything like that. What I'm here to say is Afghanistan right now, for Christ-following people, is an absolute mess. So we need to be praying for them. And so when I bring up masks or any other COVID-related stuff, I'm amazed at the response I get, because there's this huge reaction. When in the grand scheme of things, there are far bigger things going on. And that's what I want to drive at in this video. Listen to what Jesus' response is to him. He says, let us go somewhere else. Can you believe that? Jesus says, we're going somewhere else. This isn't just for a few people to receive what I came to do. I came to do a whole lot more for all people. And then what he says is this: let's go to the nearby villages so I can preach there also. And get this, that is why I have come. Paul tells us in the book of Philippians that we are to conduct ourselves in a manner worthy of the gospel. The reason why we do that is because the gospel then goes out to all people. Yes, I know things are difficult with COVID and these ongoing reports and these ongoing surges or this or that when it comes to COVID. But as I've been reflecting on this as a pastor, I'm thinking, boy, I think in Afghanistan right now, they would simply love to simply get together and not, they're not going to have any discussions about this or that. They are running for their lives right now. People in Haiti are looking for help. Folks, we need to be passionate about what Christ is passionate about. And what is that? Conducting ourselves in a manner worthy of the gospel. So I want you to think back to your reaction when I brought up masks. What was your reaction? Was it done in a manner that's worthy of the gospel? Because Jesus Christ didn't simply come for us here at FBC Salinas. He came to rescue all of humanity, and we have an opportunity to represent him in the way we conduct ourselves. Okay? I hope you understand that's where we're coming from as a leadership team here. We want people to understand that we have a concern for those around us. We also want it to be known that we want to stand on the gospel and declare that gospel, that good news. And so I ask you this: will you join us as we seek to conduct our lives in a manner worthy of the gospel? Simon and his companions wanted Jesus to stay put and say, only look after us. But Jesus says, I got to go elsewhere. I have to go everywhere. And I want you guys to join me. So I'm asking you now to join us as we continue to seek to live lives that are worthy of the gospel of Christ, no matter what comes our way. I love you. I'm grateful for you. And if you would like to email me or text me and just have questions or concerns about what I'm talking about, please don't be afraid to do that. I love you no matter what. And so does Jesus. Hope you have a great rest of the day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.